SpaceEngine has just released a catalog update to their game, which means they've added a lot more real objects to the SpaceEngine universe. To celebrate this, I went live and let chat tell me where to go in the universe inside of SpaceEngine. I went to real planets, fake planets, black holes, and lots of other places too. Here are some of the coolest places I went on stream. Make sure you're subscribed with notifications on so you don't miss streams like this in the future. Okay, let's just start, I guess. I'm just basically gonna look at chat and see where you guys want me to go, and we'll go look at that. Okay, a random nebula. Let's just do a random nebula in the Milky Way. So what we can actually do... Okay, this is a cool nebula. Let's look inside of it and see if we can find a cool planet. Look at that. Here's a random planet in a nebula. Let's go to TON 618 now, which is one of the biggest black holes to ever exist. This is the galaxy. It doesn't have a whole lot going on, but the central black hole is what everyone really talks about when they're referring to it, which is right here. My eyes have been blessed. So here's TON 618, and you can see the giant like accretion disk and the tunnels coming out of the top and the bottom. It's inside of that. And if we play time, you can see that it actually does move. We speed up time. You can see it all moves over time. Let's go. Okay, Stevenson 218 right here. Largest star. You can see in SpaceEngine, it's really cool because of the way it's so large that it's not perfectly spherical. And you can see that here. It's like all lumpy and looks really, really weird. What's also really cool is if you go really close, you can see how like really bumpy it is. And it even like, you can kind of walk on it. Any star cluster. Okay, yeah, let's try a star cluster. You can see there's the galaxy and it's kind of outside. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna see if there's any planets with life in this star cluster. So I'm gonna go right in the middle and then I'm going to go to the star browser. Only one. So in the nearest 10,000 systems, there's only one Earth-like planet with life. And it doesn't look super like Earth, but I think that's just the star. The star is super red. Oh, look, it has a weird moon. Okay. So this is a planet with life inside of the star cluster. It is tidally locked. It has some volcanic activity. Let's go land on it though. I kind of want to see what this looks like. Super red. I think the atmosphere is red. If we turn off the atmosphere, let's see what that looks like. Oh, whoa. Even the ground is red too though. It's even got red plants. You can see the red plants. Okay, go to WASP 12b. Okay, WASP 12b is actually a very interesting planet. Take a look at this. Yo. Okay, so I did a video on this on my YouTube channel, but it looks like an egg. It really does. It's because it's tidally locked, so the same side is always facing its star. And the gravity is so high because it's so close, it's kind of pulling it and ripping it apart. Very cool planet though. Let's go to the Andromeda Galaxy. Andromeda is probably the most famous galaxy besides the Milky Way. Oh, okay, this is Andromeda that we're right next to. So this is just the one we're just looking at, M110, is just a small galaxy right outside of Andromeda, it looks like. And let's look inside. Let's find a planet with life in here, because that sounds fun. Okay, so there's 3 Earth-like planets. Let's see which one looks the most like Earth. That one's pretty decent. That one's cool. Okay, let's go to this one. This one has rings on it. So this is an Earth-like planet. All these planets are fictional, but SpaceEngine does its best to try to simulate real planetary conditions. So here is a Earth-like planet. Look at that. That is cool. And you can see it does have rings, and those rings, very big ring system. It's similar to Saturn in size. Let's go to the surface. Looks very similar to Earth. There's the rings at night. Whoa, okay. That is so cool, actually. Let's see what we can find in here. Let's just click on a couple stars and see what kind of planets show up. Oh, this kind of looks cool. Let's look at this one. Whoa. Okay, this is pretty colorful. It's got the reds and the blues. And then I wonder why are these craters? Or they must be, because they're not lakes. It does look like it has some kind of water cycle, because these are storms. There's a volcano too, and a very, very mountainous areas on it too. It's got tectonic activity because you can see the volcanoes and these big mountains. So, oh, and the Aurora Borealis. You can see the Northern Light stuff here. Change the lighting here. So you can see Betelgeuse is huge. Betelgeuse is one of the stars in the Orion constellation. But look at this planet too. That's a very beautiful planet. Are these clouds on it? It has clouds? Yeah, I don't know how it has clouds. There must be some water cycle going on. Okay, but if you were on this planet, look how big Betelgeuse is in the sky. I have to zoom out to even see it all. My FOV is super high. Like, it takes up the majority of the sky. Triangulum Galaxy. Okay, Triangulum Galaxy. Let's try that. Let's see how this looks. That looks pretty cool. That's a huge nebula. Wow. Okay, let's see what kind of planets we can find around this nebula. I mean, they're both not super pretty, but technically this has all of the qualities for life. It has kind of a yellowish atmosphere, and it is right inside of this nebula. So let's go and land on it. Let's go next to this kind of river area. Here we go. You can see the moon. It has kind of a bluish purple sunset kind of look, but the atmosphere is yellow. That's a super blue sunset. That actually looks sick. Okay, you can see part of the Triangulum Galaxy. As the star goes down, the sky will go super red because we're in that nebula. Here's a galaxy. Go in this galaxy, find a random... I'm just going to kind of click around until I see... Oh, no way. First try, I found a planet with life. Just clicking the first star in this galaxy. So this has marine life, which means there's only life underneath the water on this planet. But take a look at this planet. It has a small ring. Pretty cool. I think that's cool. Cat's Eye Nebula. Here's what that looks like. That actually looks pretty cool still. Cat's Eye Nebula is also a super cool nebula. Is there planets in here? In a lot of the known nebulas, it doesn't simulate planets, but in the randomly generated ones, it'll make up some planets that go in there. Are there other solar systems? Yes. Majority of stars actually have planets, and those are other solar systems. Here's a galaxy. I think this one's randomly generated. Yeah, but this looks a lot like the Milky Way, actually. If you can kind of see one there if you're on TikTok, but all of these stars that I'm clicking on have planets. This one even has a black hole. Okay, this star here that I clicked on has a star and a black hole orbiting each other. So let's look at that. That's pretty cool. So here is the star. You can see that there. And then this tiny little dot out here is a black hole. And here it is. There's a black hole. So black holes bend light. So that's why it looks so weird. It's because the light is being bent around because the gravity is pulling so hard, it curves the light as it goes past it. Okay, so here is, wow, okay, super blue galaxy. This is actually way cool. Here's a Earth-like planet in this blue galaxy. So realistic lighting, you're not gonna see the stars unless it's night. So let's go to the night. Okay, so here's kind of nighttime. And you can see it does show that blue galaxy, and you can see there's the kind of a sunset and there's a nebula. Super cool. Random galaxy, and this planet does have life. It looks a lot like Earth. That's crazy. Okay. Weird looking galaxy. Let's go in it. So we need one at the kind of the edge of this galaxy too, so we can really look into the void. We're looking for a star and then a planet like this star here. And then this planet, sure. Okay, this is at the very edge of the galaxy. Here's a planet at the very, very edge of the universe. Wow. I kind of want to go to one of its moons. It's an asteroid. Okay. So if you're on this moon that's at the very edge of the universe, we will... Okay, brightness is at max, so you can see the ground. This is the night side. This is how bright I made the ground. Looking up, there's literally nothing. There is nothing. That is the edge of the universe. Thank you all for coming. Look out for future streams and videos. Subscribe to me on YouTube. Thank you so much for coming, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.